What's going on, good people? What is happening? It is Dear World Christian. Just doing a mic check. I'm getting ready to jump on a live with Violet from Berean Babes in about 20 minutes or so, she said. So I wanted to just check in and make sure that all of my tech was doing the right thing so I wouldn't embarrass my sister when I come on her live and chat with her. And I also wanted to do something a little bit different but kind of the same as I always do. I want to talk about some of the places that you can find Dear Woke Christians. So if you're ever wondering, like, where is this guy? Where can I find Dear Woke Christian? So you can always, of course, find me at some various and sundry places. Of course, this is the Dear Woke Christian landing page right here on the good old YouTube. And I appreciate you all for stopping by. You all have made this project, which started as a lark, um, super fun. And I just want to thank you all for that. I really do pray and hope that you're finding a lot of value in what I'm doing. I'm hoping that what I'm doing is edifying not only to, my own personal what I'm trying to do, but also beneficial to you. I hope you guys feel like, man, this is some good content from the CCC community. We call it the Christian Content Creator Community. And I'm hoping you find something good in there. Hopefully, it is edifying to you and something that you find worth looking into. So, you can also find your favorite bald Georgian on his blog, which is jwit.com. That's my personal blog where just kind of go through the Bible and kind of dig through scripture, just take a slow walk through the scriptures. And hopefully you can check that out. I know the last time I did this, I promised, and I'm going to ask you all to hold me accountable, that I will go back and make sure that I actually add some new content here because I have been slack. I admit. So what we got here? I literally just decided. Somebody texted me and I said, you know what? I'm about to go live. It was not even planned. Thank you, Kylie. I'm trying to be level-headed. I want to remain hopefully edifying to the body, not because of bombasticness or my ability to point out things, but hopefully in a way that gives you that builds you up and ultimately builds up the overall body. Even when you're pointing out errors and the such like that, you can still double back and build that person up, build those people up. So thank you all both for checking it out. All right, let's look at, of course, I think you probably have seen this before. This is Dear Woke Christian, the blog. So I actually have a blog, Dear Woke Christian. So I used to really love writing a lot. So before I got into these YouTube streets, what's up, my sister? There's my sister, Standard of Truth. Check her out. April's doing fantastic work. April, you did an outstanding job. We have to talk about your fantastic job of hosting, curating, whatever you want to call it, on Corey's channel last night. Magnificent. I just love watching you do the transitions because each transition was appropriate. You did an excellent job. If you did not see, it was called the Ladies' Night on Smart Christian's channel last night. April kind of hosted it and kind of led the discussion, but they did a great job. It was Diner Reviews, Cure for the Soul, as well as Grandma Joe. And all the ladies did an excellent job. I am biased that my Spelman sister just killed it. So please check out what they did over on Smart Christian channel. And please make sure, if you don't already, support great Christian content creators. And April is one of them. You can also find your favorite Georgian on Gab. So I'm on Gab, and this is my landing page right here on the good old Gab. That's me, a little couple pounds lighter, less bearded. But that's me on the good old Gab, and I do load up a couple of things I put out here on YouTube. Oh, by the way, if you're keeping up with what's been going on with the discussion around Grace Community Church and such like that, I actually made a playlist of some I found to be some fairly edifying discussions about what's going on with Grace Community Church, Joyce Roy, and Julie Roy's and all of that. So I put this in here, and you can find it on my YouTube channel under playlists, and it's just some of the discussion, some of the people discussing it that I found like, man, I got something out of that. I didn't feel like it was one-sided, if you will. And I thought that that was something that maybe the community could benefit from. So if you're interested in it, it's there for you to check out. What's up? Um, but what does the Bible say? I apologize for not being able to get onto your live. I wanted to get on there and help you test out your OBS, but we'll have to do that again. Maybe send me a message or something. We can do it one day without botching it up. So hopefully I can help you out with that and help you. But it sounded great. Everything I saw was fantastic. I just wanted to know if you could bring a guest on. So actually, it was more for me than anything else. But hopefully, that'll be a great platform for you. So going back, hey, you can find me on Gab. That's one of the places you can find your favorite Georgian. Um, I'm not your favorite Georgian. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not your favorite Georgian. Oh, not only am I your favorite Georgian. Okay, that's fair. I like him too. Then. All right. Yeah, I didn't realize it was through Skype, but I after you went off, I made sure I had my login and everything. So next time, I think we can make that work. All right. And hey, you can find me on the Twitter, on the in the Twitterverse as well. I did jump into Twitterverse. I was literally about to leave, but the game just called me back in. So anyway, this is me on the good old Twitterverse, and you can find me there, of course, and not usually causing a whole bunch of trouble unless it's Phil Vischer. But for the most part, I'm pretty tame there on the good old Twitterverse. Sometimes I do attach things that I post here on YouTube to Twitter as well. Hey, who put Phil Vischer's head on that picture? I do not approve of that. How dare they? All right. Well, I appreciate it now. I'm also on if you buymeacupofcoffee.com, and that's a basically a crowdfunding website that you can kind of support members, kind of like Patreon, but I'm not requiring levels and all that kind of stuff like that. But rather, hey, if you want to just send some, if you want to support the channel and the project that I'm doing, I am looking to upgrade the technology in my studio, pick up some new technology. So if you want to support, that's great. And I did not share this page. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Um, if you want to support, that's great. You want to buy me a cup of coffee is what it's called. That's outstanding. And it's just a again a crowdfunding apparatus that is another way of helping Christian content creators pay their bills and such like that, or make improvements to their streams, to their cameras, and all that kind of good jazz like that. I am looking to upgrade my camera as well as pick up a new computer system so I can improve my streaming as well as my editing. That's one of the things I really want to improve on is getting better editing so that I just feel like that's an area that I can get better at. So that is it. You can also find me. This is a different one. I haven't investigated it thoroughly, but it's a program, not a program, a website called Locals, which again is kind of like a Patreon, if you will. And it's like Patreon and Twitter had a baby. So it's kind of interesting. So you can put information out to a particular group of people and you can do specialties, kind of like a Patreon, where if I chose to, I could do these locals only that are supporting me. I can put out projects. I don't really like doing that, so that's not what I'm going to be doing. But it might be an opportunity if I ever get kicked off of Twitter or off of Facebook that I'll just focus on locals. But if you're on locals, you're welcome to see. You see where I am. I don't have tons of people that I follow. I follow Gothix because she actually is a mastermind at social media and all these YouTube streets. She does a great job, and so she kind of mentored me a little bit in how to get set up on locals. So that's actually what locals is about. Yeah, yeah. Patreon and Twitter had a baby. It's kind of weird. Some of these platforms they kind of overlap one another, I think. But uh, so I just think there's. I know they're trying. Everybody's trying to find their niche and trying to find the way that they're unique. But a lot of these ones are really just the same. If Twitter decided to charge or whatever like that, or have some kind of levels or whatever, It'd be the exact same thing as this. And I'm also on a good old Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, I am on Rumble as well. And this is just a backup for when I get deplatformed from YouTube. So I'm just loading my videos in. You're welcome if you're not on YouTube, or if you know somebody who doesn't like YouTube, but you want them to check out my content, you can tell them to come check it out here, because everything I do here is everything I do on the YouTube is made available on Rumble as well. So I just have it as a backup again for the inevitable when I'm kicked off of YouTube. At least I have my content somewhere else, as well as a backup to the backup is I'm also on Spotify, as well as other podcast platforms as well. I used to do a podcast called Dear Woke Christian. And what I'm going to be doing is taking a lot of the audio from these videos and loading them in again as a safety measure. So you have other ways to find my content. It's all free, of course. And it allows you an opportunity to keep up with your favorite Georgian just in case, and your favorite Black Pope just in case he's removed from the platform or whatnot. And I'm trying to keep it constant as well. So it's not doom and gloom only, but rather, hey, this is just somewhere else that you can get it. And if they're not on a friend of yours is not on YouTube, they don't do Rumble, they don't know what Locals is. Hey, you can check this guy out on Spotify or Apple Music and all those other kind of jams like that. So, and if you what was I saying? Okay, so Walsh, email me, because literally I started it one night. I had a migraine. I couldn't sleep. So I came down here, I was messing around on my blog, and I realized that it said it's called anchor.fn, which is a part of Spotify. And I was like, oh, let me mess around. It was on a lark, Walsh. I really wanted to be like a more glorious, like, divine revelation story. And it was really that I had a migraine and I couldn't sleep. And I was messing around on Spotify. I'm sorry, on my blog. And I saw that from WordPress, I could create um, a podcast. And I just did it on a lark. Nothing grandiose about it at all. Um, but if you email me, I'll show you how I did it. We'll schedule a time. Um, Man, I think about that. That wouldn't be bad. A Pope hat. That might not be bad. Maybe I'll try that. I like it. I like it. I like the way you think. I like it. All right. So, matter of fact, here is anchor.fn. I actually had it on here. Praise God. All right. So this is anchor.fn. And it's run by Spotify. You just create an account. You can just click on, say you want to start a new episode. You want to create a new episode or upload one if you have audio or video. So I would click on upload audio and then go from there. Yeah, I don't want to see all my craziness, but you would just click on it and literally it just uploads. I just loaded one in just to run a test. And yeah, so I just uploaded one just recently. So just to see how it works. So it looks like it might still be loading. But so that's it. Anchor.fn is the site, Walsh, and it's connected through WordPress as well as Spotify. So that is that. And I think that's all. Yeah, that was all the good things that I got going on. Actually, I just thought it would be fun to jump on and make sure my mics and everything sound good before I jump on with my sister Violet from Berean Babes. So thank you very much. Kylie mom is outstanding. I saw her today. She's on house arrest until tomorrow. So she's on house arrest until tomorrow. We're gonna pick her up and take her to church. But she's doing pretty well. I mean, she's in good spirits. And apparently she slept well. She has a new bed. They came earlier this week. So she's all happy about that. And we're all happy that she's home, which is the biggest thing. So wanted her to be able to be on her own, because my mom is ornery. So she really wants to be on her own. So I want that to be the case until it's not the case. So thank you for praying for her. Thank you for your kind words. And we'll keep you posted on that. Maybe I'll have her come in one day. I'll do a live with my mom. That'll be hilarious. I think I'll do that. I think I might. I'll reach out to her and see if she wants to do that. So, all right. So Thank you all so much. I just want to make sure one, that my audio sound right, my lights sound good. Wait, that doesn't sound right. My lights look good, my audio sounds right, and I'll see you all over at Berean Babes in a moment. So take care, everybody. Grace and peace.